and welcome to another exciting episode of My.NA Cars with me, your favorite passenger princess, Diana Master. Today we're at Mitsubishi Motors and we are going to be talking about the new Triton. I know what you're thinking, what could have possibly changed from the last one? Trust me, a lot has changed, and today we're going to be walking you through everything that has changed, and Mitsubishi is priding themselves in their brand new Triton. So stick around, because after the break we're going to be giving you the full details on this new Triton and why it's good for you and your family. Stick around.
E-Ticket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nhcom.na.
It's out with the old generation Triton and in with the new generation Triton. And today on My.NA Cars, Andre is going to be walking us through the new gen Triton, and I can tell you he is super excited. Hi Andre, how are you doing?
Hi, Passenger Princess. Thank you, My.NA Cars, for visiting us today. And we are very, very excited for introducing the all-new generation Mitsubishi Triton. And long time coming, we've been waiting for this vehicle since July 2023, so it's almost a year and a half now. And the excitement is beyond us all. So please, Namibia, this is the all-new generation Triton.
Yes, all right, so walk us through. We don't even need to see, because with some new generations, like, okay, so what really makes it new? But with this one, from the moment you set your eyes on it, you can already tell, especially with the exterior. So walk us through some of these amazing changes that Mitsubishi has done.
Yes, so Diana, for the people that doesn't know what a new generation vehicle means, it means, in this case, it's an all new, from the ground up. The chassis, it's been widened, it's been improved, the suspension, and then the design language. So Mitsubishi still, if we look here at the grille and with the design language here, it's called the dynamic shield design language. With a chrome here, a very unique headlamp. It's got in total 6 LEDs, so there's all LED technology, new technology inside there. So the technology on this lighting, I had the experience to drive it at night, is phenomenal. So if we walk through, please come through. A new mirror design, and I want to emphasize on the design here. If all the people, the whole Namibian market will remember, after the extremely amazing cold bakkie, when the new Triton arrived in Namibia, it was a very unique design here on the side. I think it was ahead of its time, so a lot of people did not like that design, unfortunately. But all I can say is that bakkie that replaced the Colt in 2005, I think, was the first one that came to Namibia. The reliability on that Triton was amazing. But to get back to the new generation, they moved the rear wheel 15 centimeters back and changed the design to a normal bakkie. The bin is almost square, so my suppliers who designs canopies and supplies canopies was very excited. So it made everything much easier to put an extra canopy or a trolley, the cattle rails. So they made the bin wider and longer so that you can fit a Euro standard pallet on the back, and the payload is currently at 1 tons on the double cab. That's very, very good. So performance-wise, this vehicle can tow up to 3.5 tons, 3,500 kilograms. Engine is based, it's completely new. It's still a 2.4, but I always say never look on the power output on paper for Mitsubishi. There's a lot of technical aspects that plays a role in a bakkie that push out power. There's power to weight ratio, so the physical weight that needs to move, the technology in the engine. Our diesel engines has an all aluminium block, so that's where we have advantage. The physical weight of the engine, and then the technology in the engine itself. So, and the fuel consumption is also phenomenal. If you take the new generation versus the old one, the fuel consumption is amazing.
So, as you can see, we're in the old generation Triton. We're going to be seeing, let's just take a look at, the outgoing model. Let's take a look at the interior, because we need to see how much has changed on the new generation Triton interior. And voila, we're in the new generation Triton. Now you can just see how much effort has been put into the interior of this new car. And you know what? Andre is going to be giving us a walkthrough of everything that has changed on this new generation Triton.
Welcome to the interior of the new generation Triton. Let's quickly start it up and see what's happening here. Fantastic. So it's a completely new design. This is piano buttons on the aircon. Let's get some AC on this nice hot day. Okay, so it's a completely new design. Dashboard, it's been widened a lot than the previous model. So there's a lot of space inside this vehicle. They kept it simple. It's still a bakkie. So Mitsubishi kept it simple, easy to reach, easy to control, so it will not distract you from your focus on the roads. So you've got your volume buttons, touchscreen radio here, dual zone climate control. You've got some charging ports and power outlets here. Start stop button, which is a fantastic position. When you put the vehicle in park, you can just switch it off. And then we're going to go back to the interior side of things here. The cluster, you've got your volume buttons here, your menu controls here on the steering, and then the cruise control on this side. You've got the automatic wipers here, the auto headlamps on the side, and then you've got, if I can toggle through the menu quickly here, this model that we are sitting in the moment is a 4x2 model, so we're going to move to the 4x4, and then I'm going to explain in detail I need to emphasis on our 4x4 system. Mm-hmm. So we're going to go now to the 4x4 model.
Okay. But I do have to say the interior has changed quite a bit. This is very, very nice. Yes. Especially, I think the design is remarkable. It's absolutely fantastic. If I can just open up and play with a few things.
You've got a fantastic up cubby.
This is beautiful.
Flip up cubby, and then the stitching here. Mm-hmm. It's very soft touch, and the quality is amazing.
And you can see it's the same on the seats as well. The seat designs are fantastic. It's absolutely phenomenal. And I actually like the shape of the cup holders. Yes. This little hexagonal shape they have going on here. And I do think this is wireless charging, if I'm not mistaken. Our new generation Triton, the GLS spec, is all equipped with wireless charging for your phone. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And there's in total 6 charging ports, so I don't think there's not enough charging ports for phones in this vehicle.
This is a perfect car for a road trip.
True.
Because there's not going to be anybody complaining because, oh, my battery is dead.
Yeah.
Everybody's covered.
True.
This is absolutely fantastic. And I just want to talk about this sleek,
yeah.
elegant design. Andre, I have
And the
to
door
say,
handle.
the door handle is absolutely beautiful. We still have that toughness going on, but Mitsubishi has found a way to incorporate that still tough, rigid interior, but still bring a bit of elegance to it.
Yes.
This is absolutely fantastic.
Yes. No, it's like I always say, Mitsubishi is manufacturing. I want to touch on that point. Manufacturing vehicles. It's a Japanese brand. A lot of people, unfortunately, do not know that it's a Japanese brand, and they've been manufacturing vehicles since 1917. So I always say you can't take more than 100 years worth of engineering away from, or experience in engineering away from the manufacturer.
Awesome.
So they know what they are doing. I want you just to please come with me to the manual handbrake. A lot of people say, why in today's standards will you put a manual handbrake and not the electronic handbrake in a new bakkie? That's a very important thing Mitsubishi did here, is for our unique 4x4 system. If you go on 4x4 trips, a manual handbrake is a lot better than an electronic handbrake. Electronic handbrakes can also malfunction if you do a lot of dust and gravel roads and everything. So some of the vehicles, that can be a problem. So they get with a manual handbrake in the bakkie.
Okay, but we're going to be seeing that, of course, when we go into the 4x4. And I'm so excited because we are going on a little trip. Stick around. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. We're taking out the new generation Triton on the road to see how it performs. And Andre said it's absolutely important to remember that nothing can frighten the Triton. Let's see how far true that is. Andre, are you ready?
Let's go.
Let's
This
go.
is the
I'm
new...
super excited.
Okay, the first thing I've noticed between the old gen versus the new generation Triton is the comfortability of the seats and then the suspension. Let's test the suspension quickly, driving around a small pavement here, then you will understand. Okay, what do you think?
Okay.
What do you think? The front and the rear, it doesn't feel like a bakkie, eh?
No, it doesn't
Nothing
feel like
at
a
all.
bakkie at all.
So this bakkie is equipped with leaf springs at the back. So, but with our experience, it really doesn't feel like leaf springs. It feels more like coil spring setup. But Mitsubishi aced it here. For the technical people, there's only 3 leaf springs per side. So that sounds a lot less than the other bakkies, but this bakkie can still, the total payload is 1 tons and 30 kg. So it can still load up a couple of heavy things. And then let's talk about this amazing driving experience. So
Yes.
if we go over these bumps, and can you feel how soft the seats
There's
are?
absolutely nothing that makes me feel like I'm in a bakkie, because usually I'd be holding on for dear life because of all the bumps. No, it's a very smooth ride. And also, can we talk about how quiet it is?
Yeah, I'm sure you guys can hear on the camera. Even the AC is on halfway. Hopefully you don't hear the noise of the fan, but this bakkie is so insulated inside. You can't even hear the engine sound. So the engine is also that refined We had a couple of clients who test driven this vehicle, and then they want to start argue with us and say this is not a diesel engine because the vibration is not there, the quietness of the engine. It's quite phenomenal what Mitsubishi created here regarding the refinement of the engine and the noise inside the cabin.
This
Yes.
is absolutely phenomenal. All right, so we're talking about the engine, but you didn't give us the stats, you know, because they are, like you said earlier, they're those technical people that need to know exactly what we're working with.
True. Okay, so this vehicle is equipped with a brand new 2.4 diesel engine. Don't let the 2.4 displacement set you off, because believe me, this 135 kilowatts of power and 430 newton meters of torque that it states on the paper isn't sufficient enough. So there's a lot of people that says this car, if they test drive it, it pulls like a vehicle that have at least 150 kilowatts of power. So I always say don't look at Mitsubishi numbers on papers, because there's a lot of other factors that plays a role
Yes.
that makes this car perform a lot better than bigger engines with a lot more power output on paper. Yes.
Okay, I see. Excuse me. But I do have to say, you earlier on just briefly touched on the fuel consumption. But again, let's get into the details.
Yes. So on paper, fuel consumption on the manual, 7.7 liters per 100. And for the automatic, it's 8.3 liters per 100. But my personal experience with this manual demo, I've been driving this far. In town, I get about 7.9 per 100, and let's say average in town and on the long distance roads. So if you drive very, very under the speed limit, let's say between 100 and 120, I'm sure you will get phenomenal, even better than what it claims on paper. I'm sure you can go up at least to 7 or 6.9 liters per 100. And that's what your small little cars give. So that's very good for a vehicle that's just under 2 tons and this big. So that's the technology from Mitsubishi on the engine side and the fuel consumption side.
Okay.
Yes.
I think it's safe to say, okay, actually, it wouldn't be safe to say it's a bargain because we haven't asked how much we'd be paying for this.
Yes, we're going to talk about price
Yes.
now. I just remembered, I quickly want to show you if you can go down. Can I just move if you can go down? As we are driving on the high traction tar road, I'm going to switch the vehicle in a 4x4. You can check here with the camera on the display. Now we are in the unique system called super all-wheel control. So you can do that. We call it shift on the fly. You can shift from rear-wheel drive to the all-wheel drive system without damaging the four-wheel drive system. So that's very unique from Mitsubishi's side. So you will see later on the video where he shot on the branding on the back rear window. We've got a very unique four-wheel drive system that comes from the Pajero and your Lancer Evolution sedan rally cars. So that 4x4 system was developed in racing. So you will get it in your new Triton incorporated in this vehicle. And in Andre's opinion, in my opinion, this is the best handling with that system. This is the best handling bakkie on a tar road and on gravel roads around the corner as well. So you will feel very safe. If you are in a dangerous situation where you need to brake and need control over the vehicle around an object, you will feel very safe because that system is just phenomenal.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And you were saying, I remember last year when we test drove the old gen, you promised that with this new gen, we are going to be putting to the test that nothing can frighten the Triton.
True.
So we need to see this.
Yes, you guys are, I'm telling you now, you're already invited. My dream is a battle of the brands, but I don't want to shout that out loud at the moment. I just want you guys to experience the phenomenal four-wheel drive system. Really, even if you just drive on gravel roads, you will just feel safe because this car there's a lot of clients with the older generations that testified how they were in situations, and if it was not for that system, the car would have fallen. So I'm very happy that we can sell this amazing brand with that unique system in the market.
And hey, if you don't believe Andre, you simply just have to come to Mitsubishi for yourself, and you can take the car out on a test drive and see for yourself how well it performs on the road. And you can test out Andre's 4x4 system, because that's one thing that he's been talking about ever since we arrived.
Yes, that's true. I can't really, it's even the, sorry, I just need to yield here for the pedestrians. So I would have possibly almost failed my driver's license test.
Okay, so back to just like the safety features, because I'm saying now there's a passenger airbag and all of that. What are the safety features in this new generation Triton?
Yes, this standard, this is, you guys saw already how luxurious this model spec is, but this isn't our top spec. Can you believe that, Diana?
Wow.
This isn't our top spec, this is our middle spec.
What?
Our top spec we will see hopefully still this year. They are busy changing up some things to accommodate for our market. Even the engine, we are very excited for that one. That's also hopefully arriving end of this year.
Okay.
But that one will have all the technology, all the features that most of the other manufacturers' top spec also has. So safety-wise, you've got this vehicle is equipped with 7 airbags. You've got RISE body construction. It's an abbreviation for Reinforce Safety Impact Evolution. RISE body construction. So it absorbs impacts and keeps you safe in the cabin.
In the cabin.
So once again, you will feel very safe. If it starts to rain, you switch it to 4-wheel drive. You can drive up to 120 kilometers an hour with that system the whole time without damaging the system. So safety, Mitsubishi is on par with or number in the top, at least the top 5.
The top 5.
It's a very safe vehicle to drive.
Okay, all right. Now, Andre, like we need to wrap it up because we can be talking about the Mitsubishi New Gen Triton the whole day. Back to the one thing that people are fearing the most, the price of this baby.
Yes. Before I say the price, one last statistics. I want the market to know that our warranty claim statistics on all vehicles we sold the last couple of years in the Southern African market, only 0.03%. Can you believe that?
What?
That's how the quality of this vehicle. So you can only bring your vehicle in for services. And then service plan and warranties. The new Triton, new generation Triton has a unique warranty on its own. It's got a 5 years unlimited kilometers, so you are not bound by kilometers.
Unlimited
kilometers.
Wow.
So you can drive up to 1 million kilometers within 5 years. And that's how trusted the brand is, the quality on this vehicle. So 5 years unlimited, and the standard service plan is 5 years or 90,000. You've got 9 services. Free services. Do you like that word?
Free services.
Free services.
Wow. I mean, as a princess, it's only fair that things just be handed to me. Yes, I don't need to pay.
So yeah, thank you again, my.na Cars. Thank you, Passenger Princess, for the opportunity. And I hope the Namibian market sees this vehicle. And please, can I invite everybody to come and feel it, test drive it, and give your honest opinion.
Yes. Now, Andre, you are running away from the question. Why don't you want to tell us? Are we looking at $3 million?
That's the biggest surprise of all. Mitsubishi brought this vehicle in at the old outgoing one's price. Can you believe that? Yes.
Whoa.
So yeah, the 4x2 starts at 690,000. And a 4x4 automatic, 770,000. Can you believe that?
No, I actually thought it was there around the 900,000, close to $1 million. Because I mean, with everything that we're seeing, and like you said, this is not even top of like top spec, right?
True.
Like,
So-
this is just...
No,
so
it's-
this is why I was expecting a lot more. And also because you kept avoiding my questions. So I was like, we're probably looking at 1 million.
No, it's a big surprise. I wanted to keep it on till the end.
Until the end.
True.
That was absolutely fantastic. Andre, thank you so very much for giving us a test drive and for showing us the new generation Triton. I do have to say, I absolutely enjoy this. Passenger Princess definitely approves. If you don't take mine or Andre's word for it, though you should, you do need to just make your way to Mitsubishi Motors and you can test drive this car for yourself. Remember, nothing can frighten the Triton. Until next time, Andre, we can say bye.
Bye-bye.